Whenever we talk about any disease, what do we feel? We have this fear that COVID-19 pandemic should not repeat. And in this background, we are going to talk about crying disease as it has erupted in Congo and how deadly it can be. Hello and welcome to the InFocus series of Drishti IAS. I am Ritu and today's session is about mysterious crying disease, and this session is important for your GS 3 perspective. So why this disease is called as mysterious? Because WHO and the scientists of the whole world are asking and searching that what's the exact reason for this crying disease and what are the exact symptoms. So coming to the discussion part. So first of all, we are going to discuss the news, then we are going to discuss about crying disease takes over the Congo, then we are going to discuss about symptoms of the crying disease and Congo at high risk of zoonotic epidemics, and then practice question for prelims. Before that, you have to like, share and subscribe to this TIAS channel. Moving towards to the news part. So what has happened that this crying disease has erupted in Congo, and around what we can see 1000 people have been infected, and within 48 hours around 60 lives have been taken because of this disease. So our discussion would be around this disease, that how deadly it can be and why we do not know the exact symptoms and what can be the exact reasons for such kind of the disease. So here we are going to talk about the two villages of the Congo, and that villages have a distance of 190 km. It means that there are two remote villages and that has a distance of 190 km, but still we have this curious case that how with the distance of almost 200 km the disease are erupting, so how it is spreading 200 kilometers. And between these 200 kilometers, we do not have any villages. So this is a very mysterious case. So we are going to discuss, and WHO has started investigation into this particular disease. So now we are going to discuss about the crying disease takes over Congo. So we have two villages of Congo. So one is Boloko and another is Bomate. So in Boloko, the outbreak began after 3 children died within 48 hours of the consuming bat meat, and in Bomate over 400 people fell ill with some testing positive for malaria. And if you see the geographically, there are a difference of 190 km between these two villages. So we do not know that why, due to such differences also, why there is outbreak on two different zones. So this is the curious case, and how transmission is possible with 200 kilometers. So if it is transmitted to throughout the Congo, then all the villages and all the cities who are between the 200 kilometers, that also should have the impact of this particular disease, but there are no signs of it. Maybe in future we will discover more. And health officials are investigating bat meat consumption in Boloko, while Bomate's situation remains more complex with a mix of malaria and other symptoms. So maybe the bat meat can be the reason, maybe there are different reasons. Still WHO is what you can say researching about it, and other scientists and experts are researching about it. So that's why this is called as mysterious. Now symptoms of the crying disease. So as the name suggests, persistent crying is the biggest symptom of this crying disease, and around 80% of the patient experience fever, chills, body aches and diarrhea, with additional symptoms like joint pain, excessive sweating, breathing difficulties and extreme thirst, especially in those under 59. So the people who are most affected, those who are before 60 years of the age, so they have this kind of the symptoms. They have diarrhea, they have a body ache, they have what you can say breathing difficulties, joint pain, excessive sweating. So these are the common symptoms we can see, and persistent crying is the common symptoms among all the patients. So here we can see children primarily exhibit persistent crying, and many patients dying within 48 hours. And initially WHO suspected of Ebola and virus, but later WHO ruled out both, that they do not have Ebola and any kind of other Marburg virus. And WHO is investigating that whether there can be a reasons related to the food, water poisoning, meningitis, malaria and typhoid fever. So maybe there can be a reasons, but we do not know the exact reason. So this is a very curious case. Now it comes to a question that whether it is a zoonotic disease or not, because it has been this suspected that due to bat meat there can be such kind of a disease, and Congo is geographically situated in a, what you can say, landscape where there are chances to catch this zoonotic disease. So we do not know that whether this disease is occurred by bat meat or whether it has been transferred from the animals to humans. So here zoonotic disease means that any disease which has been transferred from animals to humans is called as a zoonotic disease. So we do not know exact reason, but various experts are suggesting that bat meat can be the reasons. Various experts are also saying that food poisoning, meningitis, hemorrhage can be the reason. So we do not know that what is the thing, but it can be deadly also because it is spreading fast and it is taking lives within 48 hours. So the people who have developed such kind of the symptoms, they are dying within 48 hours. So one could be another reason, because in Congo we do not have a great medical facilities. So this can be also one of the reasons that the patients have been not given the exact treatment whatever they needed. And the second thing is that the scientists and researchers are still mysterious and still susceptible about this reasons, symptoms. So that's why they are unable to do exact treatment that what patient is needed. So the reason people are dying, and we have to prevent ourselves, and we have to make the entire world has to think about this particular disease so that it should not be spread to the other continent and other countries, and we should not make it as a case of COVID-19 pandemic. So we should restrict it to the one country and one village, and we should try that it should not be spread, because whenever there is a situation of pandemic, the whole world system disturbs, the livelihood disturbs, the people are giving their lives. So such kind of disturbances occurs and entire world order collapses. So we do not want to repeat that things, and it's better to take prevention, and it's better to take precaution earlier, and it's better to develop such kind of medicines. So that's why this particular thing requires a lot of research and development and a lot of awareness also. Suppose that if anybody is consuming any meat, so that should have the person should know the consequences of it, and we should also have this kind of awareness that we should try to sell meat which should not be contaminated and which should not be infectious. Now we are going to discuss the practice question for prelims. A mysterious illness in Congo marked by persistent crying has raised concerns. Consider the following statement. The illness is named after its key symptoms, persistent crying. WHO has confirmed it as a hemorrhagic fever. Symptoms include fever, chills, diarrhea and difficulty in breathing. And here they are asking which of these statements are correct. 1 and 3 only, 2 and 3 only, 1 and 2 only, 1, 2 and 3. So you can answer this into the comment section. I hope you like this session. If you have any queries later this session, kindly ask into the comment section. Thank you. Have a nice day. Also, you already know that Holi offer is there. So go and get your Holi offer, and for that offer you can call on to us 87501 87501. Have a nice day.
For more informative content, like, share and subscribe. And do not forget to press the bell icon to get the notifications.